we'll get
And
cooking.
we're off.
All right. So I think we finished up killing some flocks of undead birds. I don't know if we or did we do that
Yep.
before something else.
No, we did that. We started to explore the house. We killed the ravens, and then we went back to exploring the house.
That's right too.
We finished a floor, right? We were starting on some other floor.
We hadn't decided which one we were going to do, but I vote for the upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, I think upstairs is a good idea. How do we get the map to show up?
Let's see. How about we do that?
You click on your icon.
There we go.
Double click on your icon, and then there's like a bullet thing down middle bottom, or a target thing.
Okay.
Yeah, no, the map hadn't been made available yet because I hadn't seen it either. It just showed up.
Well, you can always pop the map, like he said.
Yep.
Yeah. I did it, but I didn't do it right, so we're good. So we're kind of spread out here.
Yeah. Everybody's kind of. I'll bring
style.
I'll bring Rat in the house.
We cleared all the floors on the ground floor, or the rooms on the ground floor, right?
You've been in all the rooms.
Yeah.
Did somebody go around to do a detect magic in this floor?
Yeah,
We've been
I think you
doing
pretty
it as
much
we go.
detected magic in this. All over
I
the
don't think
place. Pretty sure.
there was one room we didn't solve, I think.
Well, there was one room they detected undead in, and you haven't found any undead.
So I
We
think
did-
Alexis would like to detect evil. And I guess in a sense it's more of a general look around and see if there's traces or auras or anything like that to worry about.
All right, where? Okay,
seen-
so Alexis is there.
Yeah.
Does she want to
And
do
I'll-
that on any particular spot, or?
I'll start with the manticore and then like just basically go clockwise at 360 until something interesting shows up.
Okay, so the Manticore, yes, but it's kind of like it's past. It's kind of like it's maybe burnt itself out for a period of time, and it will probably come back.
Okay.
So that was the when the Manticore looked like it caught on fire, and the smell of fur, and the zap of magic at Rampa that missed.
Is there, to define it in my head what's going on and maybe identify a way to purify it, would that fall under knowledge religion?
Yes.
Or is it okay. So should I roll that to see?
I
To
don't.
see what's because we if I'm trying to remember correctly, this manticore attacked us in a way, but it was kind of like spiritually maybe.
Yeah,
But the scarf, right?
same thing. Scarf.
Yeah.
And there was something else. I think. I can't remember what it was.
Well, we detected something in this piano room, but I don't remember what exactly that was.
Yeah, you haven't come to the. You can detect it now too. There's a aura of evil. Probably, I think I told Ratatouille because he was detecting undead. It was let's see here, faint, I believe. And the moderate was from the Manticore and the Scarf.
There's I don't really remember much. I fell asleep during that class, so yeah.
You guys are all kind of this is the
Fireball formation.
this this mechanic is kind of like a new mechanic to this. I think this was the first time this mechanic had ever gone into play in this actual adventure in this actual house. So it's probably not something that the characters would be familiar with.
So they didn't have a class in Paladin School about.
They didn't have it. No, you missed out. They
I was sick. That
And
day.
did we find anything magical?
no. I believe the only thing magical here was the monkey head. The
Oh, yeah. Okay.
the
Can
pull of the
we take
string. You can if you want.
It's magical. It's got to be worth something, sure.
Okay, let me find it and put it in the party sheet. Let's have, if you want, I'll have Rada identify it.
Yeah, sure.
Unless somebody else has knowledge arcana or spellcraft.
Not me.
All right, so it is called a hungry decapitant. Yeah, let's see. I'll
Hungry decapitant.
give you the description here. Inventory. So the hungry decapitant is a magical monkey head. It's worth about 500 gold pieces. When the attached rope is pulled, the head gives out a shrill simian shriek akin to an alarm spell. And that's pretty much it.
So if you get there and pull the tail, you've alarmed everybody.
Yes. And you guys have pulled the tail, and you made a...
Yep, I know. I remember that.
I'm pretty sure whoever's in this house knows we're here.
Yeah, the...
Probably made some noise killing some birds.
Well,
Well,
bringing two
and we
horses
brought
through the
two
front
horses
door.
in, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not quiet.
Clippity clop.
Yeah, a couple run around combats as well. Everybody's tearing around the house, moving here and there. But you
So
still...
are the stairs where I am going up or down?
Okay, so back to Alexis's question. There was
Sorry.
there's another fading evil emanation coming from the library, and a evil, still fairly faint, but not faded emanation coming from the piano room. It's still there, but
don't
nothing
recall-
seemed to happen when you guys were walked through.
Yeah. Well, since I don't recall anything happening in that room, do we want to investigate it or we want to go upstairs?
I'm guessing if we play the piano, we'll invoke something.
Okay.
And I'm good skipping that.
Okay.
The stairs, the kind of like circular stairs south of Rampa, I believe. Give me a second to check the maps and stuff like that. I'm not 100% on these stairs and what goes where and all that stuff.
I can't remember. I know one set goes up and one set goes down.
Yeah, so the circular stairs by Rampa go up, and you've checked those two doors. I think the door to the north goes down, and the door to the south goes up. Yes, I am correct. Okay, so yeah, so this one here goes up, and the other one goes
So
down.
there's two doors goes up, one down.
Yeah, and then the circular ones go up as well.
Well, let's just pick a set of stairs and go up then.
Okay.
All right. Which way do you want to go? You follow Rampa? Or do you want Alandril to go first and check out the structural integrity of the stairs?
There couldn't possibly be any traps in this house.
No. Why would there be? Who would trap their house? That's just crazy.
No, but structurally, you're right. This is an old house. I actually have knowledge engineering.
Okay, well, if you trust
Why?
that better than Alandril's perception, then lead the way, Alandril says.
I don't. I thought I took knowledge engineering. I did not.
All right.
This is an old wooden house. That is the extent of my knowledge engineering.
Okay, so Alandril says, give me a second. And he tries to stealth his way up the stairs.
Knowledge of planes. What was
Because
the other one?
he is a good rogue. And Alandril, he silently makes his way up the stairs. He gets about 4 steps up, and then Rampa, right from in front of you, you can hear a creak on the step, as if someone had stepped there. And it was a creak that Alandril didn't make when he stepped there. And
Right.
it almost sounds like there's stairs. Someone's following Alandril up the stairs. And he quickly turns around and whips out his kukri. And there's nothing
No,
there.
it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
There's nothing there. And then he makes his way up to the top of the stairs, and the same effect happens. So you don't... Alexis, are you still detecting evil?
Yes.
Okay, so you don't detect any evil. You guys don't detect any magic as well.
Okay. Just creepy.
Just creepy. So let's see here. I'm going to... We'll invoke a new map, and I'll just move everybody over to it. So... This is quite a cruise, so hang on a minute while I get everybody in place.
I think we should probably leave the horses.
Yeah, we'll probably leave the horses over off to the side here. Let's see here. What do we got here? Alexis. So what's the marching order going to be for up the stairs after Alandril? Assuming he says it's okay.
I don't mind coming. I'll come up behind him.
Okay.
I'll go next.
Okay. So let's go. Let's go the 4 people who are here. And Alandril. So let's get to Sush and Darcel. All right. So let's see here. So we got Alandril first. Rampa next. Alexis. Darcel or Sasha?
I'm going to follow Sush, so I want to stay in.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go Darcel, Sushi, and then Sasha. How's
There
that?
you go.
All right.
Yep.
And I'll put everybody else kind of like off to the side. There's a definite weight limit at the top floors. So everybody else is waiting downstairs. You don't want to go over so many pounds. All right, Dan is here just in time to lead the way in the haunted house that he's never been in. Okay, so you come up to a couple sets of doors. One door, he quickly cracks it silently and takes a quick peek in, and it's the upper section of the hallway for the other door, the other set of stairs that was going up. In a strange design twist, they have 2 sets of stairs going to the same place. Those crazy foxgloves.
All I'm seeing is a blank page, all black.
All right. Do you have light?
Well, Alexis has dark vision, and I don't think I have a...
How's that? Is that better?
Not a darkness.
I wonder what I've done.
Let's disable the lightning. Okay.
I got to go back and find maps.
Oh, you know what? I'm describing shit to you, and I haven't even shared the map.
There we go.
Here we go.
Bad DM. Bad DM.
I see it now.
All right.
Well, it
Well-
explains why I was having trouble.
On the map, still see nothing.
Oh, I can now.
It's a narrow hallway. That's about
Yep.
all I can see at the moment.
With the doors at the top, or at the top of the stairs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. You can't. Let's unlock everything. Let's see here. Let's disable the lighting.
There we go.
There we go. All right. So the lighting's the pain in the balls. And let's enable the line of sight. Okay. Let's see here what we can see. Okay. Cool. All right. I think we're in good shape. All right. So Alandril takes a defensive posture until Dan gets himself sorted out. So Rampa. You got a little doorway there to the north, and then a little hallway that splits off, and you got several sets of doors. Alandril's checked for traps in the hallways. He says it's all clear.
This door to our Alexis's left. That's a stairway.
That's the stairwell that leads down to the first floor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in a straight. That's why it's a weird design to have one set of stairs going up to the same spot as the other set of stairs goes up to. But
It works for hide and seek.
yeah, what are you gonna do?
It's unmute. You want to open the door in front of me first and then work our way up?
Sure thing. Oh, you're asking your teammates.
Yeah, it's just pick a direction and circle around.
All right.
Are you able to open those doors? There we go. Looks
I can.
It would appear to be so. All right, give me a second. I guess give me a second to familiarize myself with all these things as well. I haven't DM'd this before, and so many rooms I forget what's where. Okay, this bedroom features a child-sized bed, a chair next to a toy box, and a looming stone fireplace big enough for a child to get lost in.
Okay. I'll step in.
All right.
Based on that description, I'm going to guess a child got lost in it. Well, I guess we percept this room, right?
Yes, give me some.
Look out the windows.
Give me some. Yeah, absolutely. You should be able to open them up.
Okay, there
I'm
you
going
go.
to turn your preview off so I can see shit. Perception check as well, Rampa.
Back there. And then they begin.
Yeah. All right.
This room looks clear.
So time out for 1 second. Okay. So we don't hear anything or see anything as you're kind of searching through this child's bedroom. Let's see here, anything.
So we know this is a child's bedroom.
It appears to be a child's bedroom. It's a child-sized bed, a chair next to it, the toy box, and a looming stone fireplace big enough for a child to get lost in.
Look under the bed.
Yeah, look under the bed, and you guys are checking around and stuff like that. And Rampa, I'm gonna get you. I'll have Dan, if you're also in the room, I'll get you to make a perception check for me.
Cool.
If you're also in the neighborhood of the room.
Yep.
Okay, so just as Alexis is looking under the bed and Rampa is like checking near the fireplace and the chair and stuff like that, you can hear what almost sounds like the sound of a sobbing child. And then Rampa, I'm going to get you to let's see here. I maybe don't need you to make, let's see, might already be on there. No, okay. I have to do this manually. All right. So I'm going to get you to make a will savings throw for me.
Ooh. All right.
Is it fear based?
Not this one.
Okay.
Okay.
If it was, it'd get a bonus, but nope, no bonus.
So at this point, you had that strange sensation that you were being strangled by your husband, Aldern Foxglove, in the room downstairs, the library, I believe, where the scarf was. Here, you get the sensation that you're a child, or you're a child, and that Alandril is Aldern is your father, and Alexis is your mother, and that your mother has a torch in her hand, and your father is coming after her with a knife. He's got festering tumors on his face and his hands, and he's coming after to stab her. And you have to attack Alandril. But Alandril, you guys can roll initiative because Alandril perceived the sobbing.
All right. So I was just going to ask whether or not I can tell the guys about this, but I can't until I get through this, I guess.
Yeah, so we got Alandril, Alexis, and Rampa are going to roll initiative. So Alandril's able to go first. All right, well, fortunately, what would you like to do? You got one action, Alandril.
I guess I'll try to grapple.
Okay. You can make a grapple attack. Let me put flat-footed on Rampa. Make it a little easier for you. But you have combat reflexes, don't you, Rampa?
I do.
So what does that do?
And if he tries that,
Do you have...
then it provokes.
Yeah.
So I will try and hit him.
Okay.
Unarmed strike?
Yes.
Now, am I trying to kill him, or can I do this for...
No, you're trying to kill him. You're trying to protect your mother from your father, who's coming at her with a knife.
Oh, hang on. I rolled the wrong one.
That is
Yep. What's my CMD is 19, so yep.
Oh, okay.
For 11 points damage.
You can still make the attempt
The
now.
attack?
Yeah.
Okay. It's CMB, right? Is that what I do?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, shitty.
Well, you probably couldn't make it anyway because the damage I do adds to my CMB for that attack.
Oh, okay. We did not know that. Alexis.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that missed anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Can I-
Big time.
Can I sense motive? This doesn't seem
Yeah.
like the ramp up. Well, no.
Yeah, it's the same situation where you saw it happen down below. There's some kind of effect that keeps maybe because Rampa's first in the room, or maybe something else is going on.
Michael puts her hands up. Stop fighting! It's the house doing this to you. And she's going to invoke the now. It's going to be more reflexively than like casting it intentionally, but the daylight spell is going to emanate from her hair and just brighten the room with daylight.
Okay.
And she's, and it's good. I guess she doesn't want her friends killing each other, and these emotions are just triggering, and the daylight spell manifests.
Okay, so we're gonna got I'm gonna get Rampa to make another will save. See if he can bring himself
so far,
around.
He won't saves. Right again. That's better.
Okay. You come around. The flash of light kind of disorients you. Alandril, no longer... he still has a knife in his hand. It's probably his kukri. But it's not the long... like a butcher's knife that you had in the vision. And he's not covered with tumors and like all kinds of... warts and lesions and stuff like that. It's Alandril. He's got a bloody lip. And you are going to take... Can you roll a d4 for me? This is going to be your wisdom damage. For Rampa. Three. All right, so put that in your wisdom damage score.
All three of it?
Yes.
Yep. Sorry, Alandril. For a second there, you looked like Foxglove himself. And he looked like he was... If he wasn't ghoul-like, he was something worse. He had all kinds of festering sores on him and a big dagger. And he looked like he was chasing his wife.
Which looked like Alexis, but it wasn't the lady. It wasn't the lady from downstairs that you saw in the vision that Foxglove was killing. It was another lady, kind of softer features. Probably
Maybe a maid?
No, definitely the person. Yeah, definitely the person's definitely your mother. You maybe felt like you were Aldern as a child. So maybe Aldern's mother?
Right. Well, I thought I was protecting my mother. That's what I felt like. So the haunts here must be reenacting the whole murder scene. But that means Foxglove has killed his wife. He may or may not have killed his son afterwards. Killed me. But I think that's what all the haunts are.
In this one, Rampa, you actually felt like a young Aldern Foxglove, and that was Aldern's father and Aldern's mother.
Except I hit a lot harder than his son.
You sure do. Pack a wallop.
And again, I apologize for that. But it did certainly, for a second there, I could see the whole situation. I felt like I was a young kid and I was protecting my mommy. And it was Alandril who was chasing my mommy.
We'll see about that.
Oh.
So you don't find anything else in this room.
What I noticed is that Alexis' hair is glowing the brightness of daylight. That doesn't seem to.
Yeah, that's just whatever.
Yeah, we've seen that before. No big deal. It's like
It's funny though, because when you did that, and you could have swore that you saw a Rampa. You could have swore that you saw your mother with a torch in your hand, in her hand. She had a torch, as if
Something
to maybe
probably down in the basement.
as if to maybe light something on fire. And
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah.
And the father, your father, covered in all kinds of tumors and lesions, carrying a knife, getting ready to kill her. And then the torch, and then it's manifested as the daylight spell from Alexis' spell. Kind of just a strange juxtaposition. And it's just a flash. Like this happens over like the half, like say about a half of a round, so 3-4 seconds.
So she may have been the one that burned down the place. The place has been gutted, right? It was burned down at the top.
The outbuilding. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So
Okay, let's try another go. Maybe somebody wants to go in before me this time.
somebody with a good will save. Let me make sure I am giving you all the appropriate experience points for these by...
Well, my will save wasn't too bad.
let's try this room to the left. The double
It
doors.
was a 14. A 14's not too bad for a will save for this level. I probably missed it by 1.
Yeah, it was 16 for this one.
I'll say missed it by 2. So I had a 50% chance because I'm a +5 for my will. So 16 or 11 and higher would have been okay. But I haven't been rolling double digits.
So, Alexis, if you're detecting evil and stuff like that, the evil from the child's bedroom has faded.
Yep, we're definitely going to be detecting evil as we enter these rooms now.
Okay,
There's
so...
an established pattern here.
Yeah, definitely. So you're detecting evil now. Just let me, like, beyond the door, you can feel it, you can sense it. Let me get to the bottom of it before you even open the door. I'll give you a value. And let's see, I think you can also...
So,
you detect
I
a
know-
presence way up the hallway, too. Towards the north part of the house. You're not exactly sure where.
I didn't target myself and push daylight to list it as an ability
It's okay.
because it's a spell-like ability, not necessarily a spell.
We'll just remember that you did it, and
Yeah.
it lasts for like an hour or something like that, doesn't it?
I need to double check how long it lasts. It's significant, but I can look it up real quick if it matters.
Okay, so this one here is moderately powered. The last one was kind of faintly powered.
Well, it's a little better, stronger. Well, I'll be prepared. I'll enter the room will defensively, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Just enter it with, hey, we got to investigate what's here. Maybe there's something useful.
All right.
Knowledge, power, right?
So they say. So you open the door. I'll give you a description, and then you can tell me what you want to do. A stone fireplace sits to the northwestern portion of this chamber. Paintings hang on the walls to the north and south, each covered over with a thick sheet of dusty cobwebs that obscures its subject from view. And there's a pair of double doors due west.
Just real quick, 10 minutes per level is the daylight spell.
All right, so 50 minutes.
Yeah. And for anything that's magical darkness, it's a level check to see which one overcomes.
Yeah, I've disabled the lighting anyway, so.
Okay. And it's a 60-foot.
60-foot emanation, yeah, so pretty much everywhere you go.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's kick open the door. Well, I'm going to open door normally, but it's more fun to say kick open the door. Oh, look, more doors.
More doors.
It looks like this room just has a chair in it.
That's a fireplace, yeah. Paintings on the wall, north and south wall, each covered with a thick sheet of dusty cobwebs. No other furniture up here.
Do I feel like I'm myself?
Yeah, you do. You can still sense the evil, though. And it's lurking.
Is it coming from any particular painting?
No, it seems to be coming from all of the paintings.
Oh. Do they look like the eyes follow me around the room?
You can't see what's in the paintings because they're covered in a thick sheet of cobweb.
Or any of them labeled, like saying...
You'll have to remove the cobwebs to find out.
Oh, even that is, okay. I relay to the outside, hey, it's a room full of paintings, I feel like myself. I can't tell what the paintings are because they're covered in dust and cobwebs.
Imagine the cobwebs with a dryer lint sheet of thickness on them.
Mm.
You know that when you take the dryer thing out of the little lint guard out of the dryer, it's got that little sheet that you pull away. That's how thick the cobwebs are.
What do you guys want to do?
Mage hand the cobwebs away or
Okay.
whatever.
Okay, where are you going to start?
Uh,
North wall, south wall?
you go in
Looks
and
like there's 3 to the north and maybe 4 to the south, but I'm not 5 to the south.
I'm
There's still
stuck.
evil presence in this room. I can't determine it a specific location.
There we go.
You got caught on the door.
Yeah. We'll do north wall.
Okay, north wall. Start to the left.
Clockwise. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, start to the top left and work away.
All right, so first round you
What
get
is
it. Takes
What is that effect?
that was the DM and his masterful sound effects.
Gotcha.
You're welcome.
I feel like I'm there.
The first one that you swipe through is like a middle-aged man. He's tall. He's got dark hair. He's clean-shaven face. He's got dark blue noble's clothes, and there's a little name plaque, and it says Aldern Foxglove. And I'll write it in here.
Take it that's the dad. Does it look patronly?
It does. You haven't seen in any of your visions. You haven't seen that guy yet. So he wasn't the tumor-ridden, knife-wielding father that Rampa just saw.
Was he dressed like a normal noble, or is he dressed like he's an evil bastard?
Give me a perception check. Yeah, give me a sense motive check.
I'll do that. That's motive. Oh, I almost rolled it for the horse by accident.
Sundance is watching from his scrying device, and he senses that.
Nay, don't do that.
There we go. Jeez.
It's hard to tell. Aren't all nobles a little evil,
Yeah.
lording themselves over everybody?
Well, we gonna clear the rest of these, or move on to this next room?
Sure. What are next?
Okay, next one is stern-faced brunette woman with wisps of gray hair, in her short hair, and she's got a flowing blue dress, and the name is Cassandra Foxglove.
Keep going. Nobody recognized, no magic emanating from the painting.
Nope, and no, this wasn't the mother. And the third one, let's see here. And there's a young girl. Her name is Lori Foxglove. And then go to the south. There's Taver Foxglove is a tall and thin, but even narrower face with a thin mustache. And he was the tall, thin man wielding the knife. Traver Foxglove. Who was Aldern's father. The woman, Cyrilie Foxglove. Forgive that spelling mistake. It's OVE. She didn't change her name or anything. She's a young woman with long red hair and an impish smile. She was the lady that looked like she was about to set fire to the place with the torch, and that Traver was about to stab. There's a picture of a young Aldern Foxglove in his young shorty pants. And then there's two other young women, young girls, probably their daughters, and probably Aldern's sisters, one older, one younger, named Sendel and Ziva Foxglove. And when all the cobwebs are cleared away, the temperature in the room drops dramatically. I'm going to give everybody a perception check to notice that. Please and thank you. All right.
I'm up to a 3 now.
We got the Susha's good. We got Sasha's good. We got Alandril's good. Alexis, Darcel, and Rampa are kind of engrossed in the pictures and thinking about the family stuff and stuff like that, where Sasha, Sushi, and Alandril notice the temperature drop and can kind of see their breath for an instant. You three get an action. What would you like to do?
Get out of the room.
All right.
Actually, we'll juggle. There we go.
Okay. So, Rampa, Alexis, and Darcel see Sushi, Alandril, and Sasha dart out of the room, and now you notice the cold. You can see their breath. And you look at the paintings. Traver Foxglove, his face morphs into like twisted, tumorous lesions, and then all of a sudden his neck opens up and blood starts spilling down onto his chest. Cyrilie Foxglove starts to like blacken and kind of shrink as if she's being cooked alive. Aldern Foxglove, he grows tall and thin and gaunt. His hair falls out, and he grows like ghastly features. Let's see here. Voral Foxglove.
Like a ghoul?
Yes.
Or a ghast?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's see here. The figures. Sendil and Ziva's portraits frost over but remain the same. Voral's entire portrait, frame and all, erupts into a sudden explosion of fungus and tumorous growth. This wave of fungus and disease washes over the entire room seconds before the room suddenly reverts to normal. So I am going to need, let's see here, a DC 15 fortitude save, which I believe Alexis is immune to because this is a disease.
I'm gonna roll it for fun, but
Okay, yeah.
It don't affect. Yeah, I would have flunked.
All right. Rampa and Darcel. Oh. Darcel saves. Okay.
That's another one.
This
Yeah,
is
do
not
not believe it.
Rampa's night.
How do I change dice? Wow.
Who do I
Yeah,
call
that-
about this?
Some bad luck here. Some of these rolls. So she probably instinctively coughs like she's gonna become, but then realizes nothing happened.
Okay, so we've got Rampa's first failed save, which results in you can roll a d4 for me. This is your charisma damage.
Like I had an 80% chance
Yeah,
of making. I'm a plus 10.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's 4 charisma, and I'm gonna get you to roll a d4 for me for your con damage. One.
That's better.
That's not too horrible. So you, Alexis kind of like feels instantly like she's breathed it in. She's in fact right in front of it. And when she turned to look, it kind of got her right in the face. And she was for sure that it was going to take over her body. Rampa, you thought you got out of the way of it, but you kind of felt like now you start to cough. And you cough up a bit of blood. And you've got a couple like tumorous lesions on your face. And Darcel, somehow you managed to resist the effect.
We need to send Alexis in for most of this stuff.
I'm starting to see that that's probably what's
Yeah,
gonna
well,
happen. here.
you're immune to disease, right?
Yes.
I clearly am not.
Looks like you need a nap or something, dude.
It's
A new set of dice would just be fine, thanks.
Rampa, when you seen Voral and Traver get these like tumors and lesions on them, they were the same kind of tumors and lesions that you saw in your vision, and now you can see one on the back of your hand now.
I don't even like to look at you anymore.
So this is how you join the Foreign Legion?
Yeah.
The Foxglove Legion.
With Rampa's effects are immediately visible, right? I mean,
Yes.
no heal check required. Is there would I know by looking at him that this is going to be a lingering thing, or is it like over now?
Let's do a heal check.
All right. Can I look at him, Rampa?
Yeah.
No, I mean Rampa. Can I look at your character? Do you consent to being examined?
I'm going to try a heal check myself.
I'll aid. Or the other way around.
Sundancer.
I'm the doctor.
Damn it. He's just that great.
He's
at it.
sick.
A horse knows.
There we go. So he rolled a natural 20, so that
Yeah. Sundancer tells Shadow Mist, he's sick. In his best Mr. Ed voice. Yeah, so Rampa, you've contracted some sort of illness. You've got to make the DC 15 fortitude save every day. 3 days in a row cures it. Or else it's 1d4 con, 1d4 charisma. Some kind of supernatural disease You've not heard the like of it before.
I could throw a remove disease.
Do you have one handy right now?
Oh, I just happen to have one handy. I even studied it last night. Should I target him? Where is he?
I
He's
think
standing right next to me. Conveniently.
I think what you need to do is
Hiding right beside you.
you have to make a caster level check versus the DC of the disease. I think that's the way remove disease works.
Right. Just reading the description. Here are all diseases. Right, yeah, I must make a caster level check 1d20 plus caster level. My caster level is 5. I'll throw that in there, and I'll roll the die out there. Oh, whoops.
Don't think
Because my dice is diseased and I've infected yours.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be clearing up. But there's no limit to how many times you can try, so. You know for a fact, Mims already cured Alandril this morning of ghoul fever. And I don't know if someone else or... I think it was Alandril. It might have been Ratatouille, but I think it was Alandril.
Yeah, I think I had that.
Yeah, I think it was Alandril because
I think
Mims
so too.
had already got rid of the disease and Alandril hadn't.
Yeah, so Mims had to do it twice on Alandril to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Oh, let's continue. Might as well see what more papers I can pick up.
Well, I guess we need to examine this next room. And I think Alexis volunteers. Do you guys mind if I go in there first?
Not at all.
Evil.
Yeah.
Womp,
That's definitely
womp.
before I open that door. We're gonna look.
Yeah, your evil is going off big time. It is stronger than that. What you just sensed.
Well, this room's worse, but wouldn't get anywhere if we just went home. So let's prepared.
You guys can make a let's do another knowledge religion check for the knowledge religion people in the team. Let's see if Mims has it or maybe Ratatouille. Ratatouille might know something about this kind of stuff.
There we go.
Let me see if he's got knowledge religion.
After watching all the horde stuff in the last few rooms, some things started clicking for Alexis, and she got 24.
All right. Okay. And then Ratatouille's got a 22. Okay. So from downstairs, you could hear Ratatouille going, I don't know why they're not using positive energy before these haunts go off. He's talking to Mims and Auric. And Mims says, oh, you didn't know that's how it worked. And Auric's just chatting up Mims. He's like, they'll call us if they need us.
The suggestion is
noted.
Channel before we open the door. Channel positive energy.
As soon as I think you realize that as soon as you sense the haunt, like if you beat it in the initiative and you sense it's present, just before it's about to manifest, like you can't just walk in and channel energy and boom, it's gone. But just before it's about to manifest, if you beat it in the initiative, you can damage it and kill it before it does anything. But the only thing
is relative. I think you just disperse it for a day. Or reset it.
Yeah, it's not completely dead forever, but you can kind of you can hijack the haunt temporarily.
Well,
but you have to completely kill it. Like all these haunts have hit points, and they all have it. They all go on a 10 initiative, but you first have to detect them. So since you're magically, or you're detecting the evil, I'm going to give you +2 on your perception checks from now on to detect the haunt just about to take effect. Okay, so you can keep that into your rolls.
So I assume we discuss this in the party. Say, yeah, like we should probably be more proactive about these things.
And positive energy is everything from splashing holy water. It does full effect. If you channel energy, the haunt doesn't get a will save for half damage. You can lay on hands, and it does full damage. Doesn't necessarily have to be just channel energy. You can cast a cure spell at the haunt. It does full damage. It doesn't get like a save for half or anything.
Okay. Well, I can do positive energy. I think Darcel can do positive energy. Can anyone else do anything positive energy wise?
I see if anybody has anybody have like cure light wounds or anything like that they can do, or like you could throw a potion of cure light wounds.
Sorry, cure light on who?
On the haunt.
So Alexis has 2 vials of holy water. How does that deal damage?
You just kind of splash it around where you sense the haunt, and
Right,
it does full damage to the haunt.
Oh,
Okay.
You don't have to hit it or anything.
I think I'm going to withdraw a vial of holy water.
Okay.
Does anyone else have any?
Let's the party sheet should tell us. Let's see here. Let's go inventory. See who's got the holy water.
I've got a whole flask of it and a couple of little vials.
Okay, we got 2 Darcels and 2 Alexises, and holy water flask for Darcel.
Hand a vial to Alandril, because I think he's probably the quickest reactor of the group that's up here.
And everybody has potions of cure light wounds as well, which also
I have
will.
potion. Yep.
So Alandril has 1 vial. Alexis has a vial in her hand.
Okay.
When anyone else who wants, say, okay, get ready. I'm opening the door in 3, 2, 1, now. Aha.
Toss.
All right. And the description is:
And nothing happens.
you're detecting a fairly strong presence of evil in this chamber. The furniture in this bedroom, while dusty and unkempt, does not exhibit any major signs of mold damage. The one exception is a dark stain on the desk near the northern window.
Well, I guess that's the cue to investigate that dark stain. So, yes. I relay what I see. What's on the desk? Holy water in hand.
Just let me read here for a moment. Okay. So you investigate the desk,
But
and
not touching anything, just looking.
are you the only one entering the chamber at this point? Or is anybody else coming in behind you?
I've learned my lesson.
Okay.
They're strategically guarding the exit.
Okay. I'll be at the door then.
Okay, at the door. Anyone else? Anyone else want to move around, get into proximity?
Oh. I'll watch what's going on.
All right. Perception checks, please, for... I'd say even Rampa has a view, because you guys are opening both doors. So everybody except for Sasha and Sushi who don't really have an angle at this one thing.
Just take the first one. I clicked it twice.
And you got is your +2 in there?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I did not include the +2.
Did not include the +2. Alexis, making you a 19. Alandril 23. Rampa 16. Darcel 20. Okay, so Alexis is going over to the desk to investigate the desk. Rampa can't quite see it. He's at a funny angle. He's behind Alandril. Alandril and Darcel see that there's a splinter of wood on the desk. It's almost like a broken off piece of furniture. A shard. Almost like a stake. But then a moment later, like an instant later, it almost flashes like it's like a long-handled dagger. And I'm going to get initiative checks from Darcel and Alandril.
Yep.
You got to beat it. You're beating a 10. Oh, okay.
Nope.
So you
Not
don't.
that roll.
Yeah, you don't act in time. You don't notice it in time. Well, Alexis, I'm going to get you to make a will save for me. This isn't a fear effect. So
Is or is not?
Is not.
Okay.
So this is DC 15 will save. Failure indicates the character moves to the desk and attempts a coup de grace action on himself with the jagged length of wood, dealing 2d4 plus your strength modifier damage to yourself. So I'm going to get you to roll 2d4 plus twice your strength modifier.
I like that. Finally, a good time to roll one.
All right, let's put that on you. So Alexis,
+9 will, and I still flunk it. Can you believe that?
that's yeah, I know. Ramp has been rocking it all night like that. Okay, so Alexis picks up this jagged, you guys can see now that it's a knife. Alandril sees it's a knife. Darcel sees that it's a knife, and she drags it across her throat, left to right. She starts bleeding at the throat. Gonna need you to make a fortitude save, Alexis.
You gotta be shitting me.
All right.
I die?
I'm going to give you a reroll. We've earned a reroll as a team. You guys have been awesome. So I'm going to give you a reroll. A hero roll.
You're kidding me.
Wow.
Well, that was better.
It only did 8 points of damage. I have 48 hit points left.
I know. You should have... I'm gonna rule that you go to minus... What's your con?
12.
Minus 12. Minus 11. And that the guys have to get to you to save you. Just because I don't... This isn't a full round action to do a coup de grace. So, I'm kind of a little off on the reading of
How
this.
many times below a 4 roll? This is ridiculous. I think the dice are fucked up.
I
really.
can believe it.
All right, so you're at minus 11, and we're going to go to the top of the round. I think it was Alandril who had the next initiative. Not the top of the round, but the next character to act after the haunt manifested. You slit your throat. Alandril.
So I'm gonna run over and give him a potion.
So you can run over.
Yeah.
I don't think you can actually administer the potion because it's just a surprise round. But you can get there for sure.
Okay, and I have the bless, the magic water in my hand too, right? So how about I throw that at the haunt?
Okay.
Or has that already been thrown?
It's the haunt's already manifested. It's already done what it's going to do. But you can throw it if you want.
You try a heal check 15. You might be able to stabilize him.
Yeah, but it's just this is like a surprise round.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna move into the room and then pull out the potion of cure light wounds.
Okay.
I can do that as I move, right? So I'm there at least.
Darcel, do you have a way of healing damage without having to actually be close to Alexis?
What's the range on rebuke death is the best thing I got, and what's the range on that?
I don't know.
Energy's ranged.
Channel energy is also ranged. I don't know if you have any left though. Let me check rebuke death.
Channels. Yeah, right. Okay, rebuke. I have to be standing right next to him, so channel I can do.
All right, you have channels left?
Nope.
All right. If
So
you have,
do I have to wait my turn? I suppose.
yeah, you're up.
Oh, I'm up.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
This is a surprise round where.
Okay, but I can move right next to him and do a rebuke, right?
Oh, surprise round here.
It's a surprise round. You have one action.
Oh, okay.
Do you have channel? Do you have channel energies left?
Yes.
So you can use that as an action.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We need to do channel for 8 points.
Okay, that effectively stabilizes Alexis, and the shard of wood falls to the ground.
It gives me 8 hit points too.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true too, and Alandril.
Where was that, sir?
And Alandril gets 8 hit points, so it'll put you to 2 damage from the punch in the face.
Oh yeah, bastard.
That's your dad.
Nice.
Come on, man.
I said I'm sorry.
All right. So that in that just for that instant, Alexis, as you're laying in your unconscious state, you were just overwhelmed with remorse, shock of watching your wife's burning body plunge out of the upstairs window down to the rocks below, and the grief of that overwhelmed you, and you came into this room and you took your own life.
I'm just mystified that it's like 3 back-to-back-to-back rolls. It was 1 or a 2.
It was a bad one.
Super high saves, and it meant nothing.
I think with the hero,
Drop?
yeah, with the hero point, you would have made it with the even with the 2, the 10, the 4. No, actually, it would have been a fail too. DC 15. So I think you get a +4 with a hero point. I haven't been giving them out, so not that you guys haven't been earning them. I just haven't really been thinking about it all that much.
I didn't think I'd need that. I mean, I don't mind taking damage and failing a save, but that's just brutal. You know, especially when they're good save. You know, it's one thing if it's a character's weakness and you fail it, but man.
Yeah. Okay, so now you can all actually, the haunt is dissipated. I'll make sure I award you experience points for that one. That was a doozy.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize a dagger could do that much damage. 40 hit points bypass. You know.
Well, it's a coup de grace in the description of the haunt.
Yeah, and I rolled minimal damage too.
Yeah.
It damn near killed. It should have killed.
The the strength.
Yep.
The strength put it over the top. If you were
If
see
there's any
here,
sneak on it at
fortitudes.
all, or
Yeah. Well, even the two. Yeah, you wouldn't have survived it. Yeah. That's crazy. That's just bad luck.
We may have to get out of the house and camp overnight and come back,
Get out.
Yeah.
because I think Randy may be out of any more of his healing.
Well,
Yeah. Well, I'm down
I've got
51.
one channel. No, I still got a cure moderate, a cure serious.
Yeah, Mims has got some
They won't
spells
take
too.
out haunts though.
I messed it up before this, so I've used up 2 channels and that's it. So I got 1 channel left and a few cures.
You can now, like Alexis is still in the negative. You can rebuke death now with that and give her some free hit points,
Yeah.
which isn't
Okay,
a bad
I'll do,
idea.
Yeah. Okay. I'll
You only got
roll
8
on
back.
over there. And working on that. Do a rebuke.
Got her up to 0.
Yep. And I'm going to rule that even at staggered, I'll let you do that again because anything over a standard action puts them back to dying again. So you can do another one if you want. It's a good time to use them up.
Yeah, I got 7 of them per day.
Yeah, exactly. So
Okay.
keep that in mind. Anytime anyone's staggered, you can use that, okay? I don't think that's the actual rule, but I'm going to say it's the rule. Just because you're not going to get to use it very often otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. It says only on negative hit points.
I'm ruling it like that because anything beyond just a regular move action or something like that puts them into the negative. So I'm going to say that somebody staggered at 0 hit points, you can use rebuke death as well.
So yeah, on that idea, I can throw a cure serious on her as well.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Try to give her something decent to fight with.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
1 moment, please.
That helped.
Whoa, that is a nice one. And let's see here.
I'm gonna lay on hands myself too. Yay. Burn resources. Yeah.
Isn't that what dungeons do?
So am I not allowed to have daggers in my hand? I'm just curious.
Oh, you can have all the daggers you like.
Wood.
In case somebody heals you,
Mm-hmm.
you can stab them.
If only I could deal that kind of damage to enemies with a dagger.
Well, if they were helpless, you could.
Yeah.
Well, take that little piece of wood with you.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna chuck it out the window.
Keep it as a reminder.
I'll share the vision I had with the party. Not, just similar to the other rooms where we had vision. We were someone else.
In the vision too, the tall man. He's not covered in like tumors and pustules like Rampa saw. Not completely covered. He's got a few on him. He doesn't just stand there. He sits down in the chair and contemplates for a moment before he slits his throat, and then he kind of bleeds out, just staring off over the desk out the window before he dies, right next to where you were. The evil is still kind of lingering in the chamber, but it's dissipating.
Better late than never.
Hey, you just missed.
We have new victims going into these rooms.
Hey, Ratatouille, you want to go next?
Yes.
You just
We've been
missed.
taking a beating.
Alexis just killed herself with a suicide attempt.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
In fact,
Wonderful.
I feel like we kind of bent the rules a little to prevent the character death.
Yeah. I'm fine with that, though. I also feel like the actual coup de grace couldn't have taken place in a surprise round. So,
That's true.
tit for tat.
Did we search this room?
You can search it now.
She's like, there's nothing interesting in
I'll
this
do that
room."
while everybody's resting up and doing their thing. Ooh. If it takes more than 15 minutes, I'll do 20.
No, I don't think it will. I mean, Alexis is up and on her feet within less than 20. You can actually see the stain in the floorboard now that you're actually close to it.
Where the
Where the original.
suicide took place.
Yeah, and it looks like they tried to kind of sand it out and shellac the floors again and stuff like that. But there's
Get
still
the grain of the wood, eh?
yeah, it's still like you can still see the hint of it. That's the dark stain on the desk near the northern window,
Okay.
as well as on the floor.
Anything in the desk?
You check it out, and you don't find anything of interest in the desk. Nothing major. Oddly enough, there isn't a ton of mold damage here, whereas the rest of the place there is a fair amount of mold damage. Other than that, though, you don't find any like interesting items or any pieces of clues or treasure or anything like that.
Cool. Be good. Next room.
Did you get mostly healed up, Alexis?
I am down 12, which
Okay,
is
that's not
doable.
horrible. Yeah,
Yeah,
All right.
considering I was
yeah,
down 51, I think that's an improvement.
yeah. That's quite.
Yeah. Come on, one more room in you.
Yeah.
Just one more.
So, I guess if we're clearing in a circle, we should go to the left, or what do you guys want to do?
This is where you detected the other source of evil, north, and I believe now that you're up here, you can detect it in two different directions. To the left, there's a bunch of doors down there, and to the right, northwest or northeast. Dead ahead. You don't detect any evil, I don't believe. So let me double check. No.
Well, I do have the Iron Will, which strengthened the will, still flunked the will save, but at least it could somewhat explain. Barely eking out of that.
You needed wooden will.
The one where I got to yet another reroll with the next one.
So I'm going to say as a group, because you guys have played so well, you have one more hero point at your disposal until the end of this haunted house. Use it wisely.
That'll last in one more room.
Yep, so we're going to the left, is that where the source of the evil is? One of
There
the
was
two rooms?
there was to the left and then also to the right, to the northeast and to the northwest. Dead ahead didn't seem to be
Okay.
anything.
This door, if you go to the left around the corner, and I guess there's two doors, west and northwest.
Yeah, so you're detecting the evil from the northwest. West doesn't seem to be anything.
We went to the southwest or southeast already, right? But we didn't go east.
You didn't go east.
I didn't see a way to go east.
There's double doors right next to Sushi
Oh,
and Rampa.
yeah, okay. I see. Do you want to do that next then?
Yeah,
Before we go
there's
around?
no evil there. Why don't we try the non-evil one first?
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, you're such a bore, Rampa.
Oh, just to clear the
No,
area.
I've already been bored.
Yeah.
Bored and gored.
You'd go east, young man?
Okay.
All
Sounds
right.
good.
All right.
So,
When the doors open, this large room features 2 padded chairs and a long couch facing wide alcove lined with stained glass windows. These windows depict a diverse array of animals and plants. From north to the south are a large, pale, and ghostly scorpion, a gaunt man holding out his arms with a dozen bats hanging from him, a moth with a strange skull-like pattern on its wings, a tangle of dull green plants with a bell-shaped flower, and a young maiden sitting astride a well in a forest while a spindly spider, the size of a dog, descends along the string of webbing above her. Stained glass windows again, with another dramatic set of depictions.
these are the same as before with creatures coming out of the box.
Yes, they're very similar. It looks like the same artist made at the same time. What the significance is, I'm not sure.
So there are no unusual creatures in it, road. It's just
Is there a knowledge check we could roll to try to connect the dots on that? Or is it just like decoration?
Who's got knowledge arcana?
Probably Ratatouille.
Well, I got some.
Sasha?
I don't.
That Ratatouille. Ratatouille walks in. He's picking his teeth now with the steak that you almost committed suicide with, and he just drops a 31 knowledge arcana check, which identifies all 5 of the subject in the windows as classical spell components for necromancy magic. The first one, the ghostly scorpion, is scorpion venom. The second one, a gaunt man holding out his arms as a dozen bats hang from him, is vampire's breath. The third one, a strange skull moth with a strange skull-like pattern on its wings, is the tongues of deathwing moths. The flowers with the bell is a belladonna. And the woman with the spider is the heart of a maiden slain by poison. Now, if the check succeeds us by 10 or more, he knows that sometimes elements like this and the elements that he saw in the stained glass windows below are elements of a lich apotheosis formula.
I tell
that's
everybody.
exciting.
Ooh, that's evil.
And although you don't detect any evil, just the word lich might be the most evil thing that you guys have encountered.
Oh, I just want Ratatouille to know that you weren't here when all our dice got infected. That's why you're rolling high.
Goodness. Yeah.
Everybody else is rolling 1s, 2s, 5s.
It was one of those days, huh?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And this is on strong skills that our characters
Yeah.
have. Not
Yeah, plus 10, plus 12 will saves, and they're just boom. Fort saves,
When I-
boom.
With a plus 10, I couldn't make a 15 fort save.
The house on Haunted Hill is having an effect on these guys.
big time.
I may have to turn out the Leaf game. It's 9-3.
For Buffalo?
Out.
Ooh,
Yep.
That's a pounding.
They actually put a goalie in the net. I'm just curious.
They pulled the goalie after it was 5-0 or 5-3.
The old
That's
shinny
definitely
trick
better.
where they laid a board across the bottom of the net.
A sweater, tie the sleeves off the ends.
There you go.
Okay, let's head north.
Alrighty. So we got dealing with the lich. Yay. So guys, have a favorite direction here?
Dead ahead, no evil. Northeast, I'll give you the powers of evil. Like how many? Not quite as powerful as what you just faced. Probably as powerful as what you detected in the room where Rampa was. And to the northwest, almost as powerful as the effect that made you want to kill yourself.
We'll save that one for later. Let's do the non-evil room first. Yeah. Bam.
All right, so the non-evil room is the upstairs washroom. An iron tub sits in the middle of this room. The floorboards around it sagging with the tub's weight. So as I'm going to give you a chance to... What would you like to do? You moving in?
No, back off. There's nothing that appears like it's out of place, right? If I notice that the floor...
I'll go in and look. Whatever.
Bendy,
I'll do this.
yeah.
I'll look around in the room.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think there's a haunt here, but I don't want, the floor's going to fall down.
Yeah, you might want to, Alandril, the floor around the tub is unsafe.
Okay. Okay.
It's basically a trap, but it's not a trap that you can disarm. It's if you stand on it, anybody bigger than Ratatouille would probably fall through. Meaning Ratatouille could probably go up to it and do an examination of whatever he wants, but
I'll send cheese up there.
Cheese!
Fly in there.
The ubiquitous cheese. Cheese flies in. It doesn't see anything. Nothing in the tub or anything like that.
Nothing
Cool.
in there, gentlemen.
North, east, or west?
Moderate evil or moderate plus evil? Alandril's towards the direction of the moderate evil. Alexis is towards the direction of moderate plus evil. And then you get the door not rating any evil to the due west.
Well, let's look at
Might
that
check
one
for
first.
engineering to see how bad the floor was around the tub.
It's pretty bad. Anybody over, like I say, anybody over Ratatouille's size would probably trigger a collapse the size of a Amstel Light commercial. If you haven't seen that one, they pour a beer, then they fall down to the next room below, and then they continue drinking beers. It's just new. It's not that great.
Okay.
It looks like this door is another stairs heading down.
Yes, heading up. In fact,
Oh, up.
there is a third floor to this death house.
All right. Well, let's do
Yes, there is.
Alandril's door, and then we'll come back to this other door. Because I have a feeling we're going to want to go up. Right?
Yeah, I'll listen at the door.
When you opened that door, Alexis, to see the stairs going up, you sensed a powerful dark presence up the stairs.
Is it different than the haunts we've been determining?
Yes, it's got a tangibility to it.
There's something upstairs.
So, did we open the door that's in front of Alandril now?
No, not that I know of.
Not yet.
Okay.
So how about we close that door and then come back and open this one? I'll do listen at the door here.
Okay, give us a perception.
Absolutely. Yeah, I hear a lot of things behind it, so I'm gonna open it.
You do actually. You hear
Another one.
You hear a lot of squeaking and a lot of walking. Like almost every footstep, it seems to be like almost exacerbated.
Okay.
Just the age and the decay, and it's like a smell of mold, and it's every time you lean on the wall, you almost feel like you're going to go through the plaster. It's
Nice.
and then like every once in a while on the side of your eye, you think you see a movement, and there's nothing there.
Okay.
So that's what just happened here. You're listening at the door, and you kind of got your ear cropped up to it, And then you think you see something in the plaster, and then it's not there, and you don't hear anything other than your companions moving around behind you, making it impossible for you to sneak and listen. Ratatouille's doing laps and smoking a cigar.
All right.
I'm going to cover my mouth and nose with a wet rag.
Okay.
I don't want any mold in me.
You also know that you can see him now. Rampa has some kind of sickness. He's got some kind of disease. He's got like almost like tumors and lesions growing out of his neck and his arm now.
Who does?
Rampa.
Oh, boy.
Me.
Buddy, you got to be careful with the ladies you pick.
I wish it was that good.
All right.
Usually not the good one.
So the entire bedroom is caked with a thick, spongy layer of dark green, blue, and black mold.
Ooh. Does it look like anybody's ever been in here in a while?
No.
Okay. All right.
Just give me 1 second. Let me see if this happens like right off the bat, or it's just... Okay. Nothing seems to happen right off. It's the same kind. You can sense the same kind of presence, though, Alexis. And they're all different, but they all seem to be tied together. These spirits, these haunts, they're all it's all an effect that they're all linked to one another, but they all have their own unique energy. And this is another one. You could tell it's in the room. You don't know when it's going to manifest, what's going to manifest. You can feel it, though.
Well, something's in here and it's going to manifest, so... At least that's what Alexis relays. We should get Auric to open these rooms.
That's right. What's he getting paid for? His platinum piece a week.
Where's that board?
He's in the hallway.
Do we want to go in this room and investigate it, or move on?
Well, we know that if it's just a haunt, it may give us more information, but it's not going to. It's nothing we can do anything about it other than suck it up, unless because we really don't have much in the way of channel energy and the like.
Well, like I said, you do still positive energy. It doesn't have to be channeled.
I will hold the holy water in my hand such that if I let go, it's a free action and drops.
Okay.
Okay. So if I lose consciousness, I drop it and it'll do something.
Okay.
Now, explore the room. You're like, I got this.
The trick to haunt is beating the perception check and then beating the initiative.
Yeah, which of course, perception is not my strongest. Neither is initiative. All right, so I perceive, right?
Yep. Let's see here.
And I didn't add the +2, so I guess that's a 19.
Okay, so you can kind of feel that if you move into the room anywhere near that bed, the haunt will probably manifest. You don't know what it's going to manifest as.
If I can tie it to the bed, could we then address it before it happens?
If you can somebody lure it into manifesting, and then you can people can try and get ready to chuck potions and positive energy at it.
Yeah, ready in action.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as soon as the person acts like not themselves.
Yeah, but it's one action,
like,
and
for example, pick up a knife and try to kill themselves.
Yeah, but it's one action, and you got to beat a 10 initiative. That's when it manifests.
No. Alandril, you got that holy water ready?
I do. I'm good to go.
All right.
Anybody else getting close with holy water or positive energy or?
This bed is comfy. Is it too soft?
I will if somebody will give me some holy water. I will.
Okay, I'll give you a
vial.
ball of holy water.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to stay away from the bed, ideally.
Yep.
Somebody give me holy water. I got rapid shot. I'm a huckster. I huck things.
It's a surprise round, so you get one action. That's it. You can't do two.
So you want initiative now or a perception?
Yeah, once you guys get into position,
Yep.
everybody's good where they are.
Yep.
Darcel can even see the bed from there. That's fine. Okay, so let's.
As I approach the bed, I remind everybody, I enjoy life. I do not want to end it. Just so you'll know, this is not. If I start doing something that puts harm to myself or my life might be in danger, that's not me.
All right, so let me put this one in the combat tracker. This is the guest chamber. This will give it hit points. And move it to there where it should be. All right. So, you guys know where it is. You're pretty sure that when Alexis moves forward, she's going to trigger this haunt. So everybody can roll initiative with +2. And you're looking to beat a 10.
Oh God!
It's
call a 9.
the simple matter of beating a 10 with +2.
8.
I scream. I did it.
Rata,
You can do it.
you can do it. Sasha, Johnny
What
on
do we
this,
got to roll?
a 10. Beat a 10.
Mine didn't show up. Okay.
You can do it.
There we go.
You can do it.
All right. So,
Well, with the +2, I couldn't miss because I hit 10 on a 1.
Grandpa, don't ever say I couldn't miss.
Yeah.
In this particular case,
Right.
All right. So,
so now you want
You get-
initiatives, right?
y-
I'm sorry.
yeah, I'm going to.
Perceptions.
Yeah, we don't even need perceptions.
Okay.
So, as Alexis moves towards the bed, she gets a sense that she's sick. Like, horrifyingly sick with some kind of strange disease that is quickly corrupting her body. You see her, she sees her face, and it's twisted with like tumors and mold that's kind of infested her, and she knows that in her inner mind that she's not susceptible to these things.
So
And she
I
could-
feel that way, or they see me that way.
No, you can sense that that's what this haunt is trying to make you believe.
Okay.
And as that happens, Rampa's the first to go. So you just do damage, Rampa. I'm gonna show you where the haunt is, and you just drop the. You just roll damage, and I'll keep track of how many points of damage we do.
D6?
Oh, actually, yes. Is it D6 or D8? I thought holy water was a D8. I could be wrong. It might be a D6. Does it say in the description, Darcel? On the item description?
No. Let me see. Holy water damages undead creatures, blah, 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 blah. Treat this attack as a ranged touch attack of 10 feet. It breaks by plus 2d4.
2d4. All right. So you automatically hit. You don't have to roll that. You don't have to roll the hit or anything. You just automatically do the positive energy damage. 2d4. And if you have a way to like add your dexterity to it or anything like that, you can. But strength won't matter.
But I don't get I don't get dex damage just a hit.
Yeah,
You want
if
me
you
to
had
hit?
something like a weapon finesse that would affect the range attack. No, don't roll the hit. You just automatically do 2d4 damage.
Okay,
If you have point blank shot, you'll do an extra point of damage.
I don't.
Okay.
So I'm going to do 2 of those.
Look at that.
That's not
Yeah.
There's 8 points of damage.
Well, that's the same kind of roll I'd have got it if I'd rolled a d20. So
That's right. That's also your con damage.
yes, it was. It's exactly what a d4.
Ratatouille.
Did I get a holy waters?
Yes, you got a holy water. Do you have point blank shot or anything crazy like that?
Yes, I do.
All right, so you get an extra +1. Okay, so there's 5 points of damage. So we're up to 13. The haunt is still manifesting. We're getting close though. Alandril.
All right, so I'm going to point blank shot it. I'm going to throw it with my as a ranged weapon. So I'm going to get my dex bonus into this as well, right?
Yes.
So and I got point blank, so it's a +6, I guess. Is that
Yeah.
right? Second. Bear with me. Why does this always happen to me? Times 2. Just drop it in the chat, right?
Yep, just drop it in the chat. You're looking to roll a 5 or better.
Yep. What the hell?
All right, you got it. Okay, so the water hisses, and then just for an instant, Alexis, your skin is itchy, and you resist the urge to like scratch yourself and claw at your boils and your tumors, but you can see in the window the reflection of the woman in the picture that was Voral's wife, Cassandra, is covered in like this horrific disease that's now affecting Rampa, like physically, and she's literally tearing the skin off her face, and then the vision fades.
We concluded what the disease was yet, or did we?
You couldn't put a name to it. You'd never heard of anything that manifests this quickly and does damage that fast, and then causes like tumors and boils to
But we did illuminate.
rapid onset. You didn't eliminate it,
No,
but
it's not ghoul fever. It's different than the ghoul disease, right?
yeah, it's much
Yeah.
different than ghoul fever.
Okay. Am I myself now or not?
Yeah, you're fine. You don't have to make a will save. The haunt has dissipated due to the holy energy of your attacks.
And I'll share with the group. For a moment, I saw myself sick, and it was in the image of Cassandra in the window, and it's described same conditions Rampa's feeling. It's like apparently this disease is, contagious in this house.
Should have
Not
grabbed her
just
by
on
the throat
drops.
and asked to know what it was.
Yeah.
You get the impression that it just based on the amount of mold and the thickness of it and its omnipresence, that it's probably connected with that somehow.
Okay. Mold is bad. All right, so this room's clear.
Yep.
Beware of diseases. So I need an immunity to haunts. How do I get that?
Well, you had an immunity to this one anyway. This was a disease, so
Oh,
you would have been all right.
well, I wouldn't have known that, but
Yeah, it's sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
yeah.
All things told, you
One,
probably
would have
are the
either
best.
one, even if you lost.
Yeah.
Jeez.
All things told, you probably are the best for most of these, but some of them they throw you a curveball.
Unless you roll a 1 or a 2, then
Yeah,
you're not.
you go back to back.
So we got one more room to examine before we go upstairs, and we already know upstairs is something more tangible, darkness, physical presence of some kind.
So you can sense this one is probably around the same strength as the one that caused you to act in that unfortunate manner. So it's probably a little nerve-wracking for you.
You still got extra holy water there, Rendo?
I still got a couple.
All right. Well, if you pass me on another one, if I don't need to use it, I'll give it back.
Here, I'll take one too, because I can do some decent damage.
All right.
And don't forget that,
holy-
not only holy water, but cure light wounds, potions, spells also work. Anything that does positive energy damage.
I don't think I've got any.
Cure light?
Yeah. Just taking a look now.
I think everybody's got a few.
I do
Yeah,
have.
we all grabbed some when they became available.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Puts away the
do.
holy water and pulls out the wand, cure light wounds. That would fit the criteria, right?
Absolutely. Anything that would heal wounds or harm undead. Yeah.
All right. Well, actually, you use the holy water.
Yeah.
It's easier to replace. It's cheaper to replace than the cure light wound.
It is, and it's for this specifically. So.
Yep.
Yes, I just have the one thing left of holy water, though. That's it. If I use it,
Yeah, it's
then-
okay. It's okay.
All right.
I can give you another one if you want.
The party convinces me. I will go back to the holy water.
You want a potion of cure light?
No, I have a potion of that, and I have the wand.
And you have lay on hands
Okay.
Yeah.
and
I have
channel
a couple
energy.
of potions. I'll give you one of my potions, and you can use it instead of the wand, because you can use the wand in combat.
Yeah. Well, I have one holy water also. If that's what we'd rather use, then I can do that. So.
Okay. All right. Use that then. And if you
What
run
does
out,
it take? Can
2d4.
Darcel make more easily?
It costs him 25 silver piece or 25
Yeah.
gold pieces in silver, but yeah, you can do it.
It's cheaper than the cure light wounds. 50.
Yeah.
It's the same price as retail. The
For the-
material spell components, I think, are the same price as buying it retail.
Well, let's get ready. Is everybody ready for this one?
Yep.
Yep.
But
Oryx says to Mims, "We should have bought super soakers."
yeah, of holy water. Yeah, yeah.
Now that's actually an interesting idea.
Aspergillums. That's what they used to do in the old days. Put the holy water in the mace. All right, the master bedroom. Boom, 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 boom. We open the door before everybody files in. Let me give you a description, and then you can walk to where you want to walk. This once fine chamber has been destroyed. The bed is smashed, mattress torn apart, walls gouged as if by knives, chairs hacked apart, and paintings on the walls torn to pieces, with one exception. A portrait hanging on the northwest wall seems to be untouched, although it hangs backward, its unseen subject facing the wall.
He's in timeout.
It's definitely a timeout. Definitely 100% in timeout.
Is that where the evil emanations?
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's obvious to everyone here that portrait is the cause. Where in the room is the portrait?
Yeah, where's the portrait?
Let's see here. On the northwest wall. So
Yep, okay. Back here with that. All right.
all right.
Oh, stay here. I guess already in action to chuck the holy water at the painting should something manifest.
Just give me 1 second. Let me.
I mean, when it manifests itself.
This one might be friendly. You never know. Not likely.
Wow.
I get it.
Have you been drinking the funny water again?
Yeah, I died today. Hey.
That's true.
Okay. Got it. So, everybody where they want to be.
Yep.
All right. We got Mims and Orc bringing up the rear. We've got. Let me move the haunt to where it is. All right.
Ratatouille, you got some water too? Are you on mute? There you go. Alrighty.
Okay, so we got Rampa and Alexis in the chamber. Ratatouille's moved in. The Alandril's at the door. Sasha, Darcel, Sushi on the ready. And Oric and Mims keeping rear guard in case any spirits come up from behind. This room is torn apart. The obvious point of interest is the portrait hanging facing the wall. Let's pretend this is a round. What would you do in your round of actions right now, Ratatouille? If you had like one round without knowing anything about anything.
I hide.
Okay. All right. Alandril, what would you do? You see Ratatouille kind of like slinking down behind some overturned furniture.
I'm getting ready to throw the holy water
Okay.
at the painting.
Alrighty. Darcel.
Sorry.
Just
have to wait for it.
That's okay. I'm just thinking, like, if you had like one round of actions before anything happened, like say we were going like in an initiative kind of thing, what would Darcel just be doing? Just be looking or doing anything in particular?
Nothing in particular.
Okay.
Just waiting to see somebody get hurt again.
All right.
Yeah,
Sasha.
so ready at actions. Right? Yeah.
I'd be scanning with Detect Magic.
Okay. Detect magic. Let's see here. I'm going to say no, but I'm also going to say yes, but it's not a kind of magic that, like not the kind of wizardly magic on a spectrum kind of thing that you can, it's, this is necromantic and it's evil. It's probably the haunt though.
Well, just the picture obviously radiating magic, because that would dictate if I could use the mage hand on it.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. All right.
But you think that you could try it? Like it probably wouldn't hurt to try.
Well, I would try and flip it around with the mage hand.
Okay. Are you going to tell everybody else that's what you're going to do?
Well, if it's one round, I'll wait to see what they do. If they don't do anything, I'll say I'm flipping the picture.
Okay. Rampa?
I'm good where I am. I'll step back here
Okay.
behind our illustrious paladin, but I'll ready in action. Well, as soon as it manifests, I've got the holy water ready to go.
Okay. And Alexis?
Well, I was going to flip the picture, but I like the idea of the mage hand doing it, so I will get into position. I'm guessing I'm going to put my character where I think the portrait is. Is that where it is?
Yep.
Okay. Then I will be in the middle of the room.
Okay.
Yeah,
Move
take
closer.
whatever comes
I'll
on.
put this side.
All right.
And I'll look the I forget who said, but wait for the mage hand to do the work.
Okay. So everybody give me an initiative roll and take +2. Everybody take +2 on this initiative check.
Holy crap, I broke 10. 10.
Also, Alexis, Rampa, Ratatouille, Sasha, and Alandril. Give me a perception check.
+2?
No.
Normal. Got it.
Normal for this one.
Yeah, back to low digits.
Alandril.
Smell.
Okay.
We're all
Ratatouille.
staring at this painting. What's going on?
Ratatouille smells his own feet.
Yeah.
So Alandril and Sasha, like almost between you, you can almost hear like the distant whisper of a woman saying, "What do you get up to in the damp down below?" And then,
Inquiring minds want to know.
does that change your desire to flip the picture or no? Because that was just as you guys were moving and maneuvering.
Where does that come from?
Somewhere in between all of you.
So, like in the room?
Yes, definitely in the room. I might have misread it. What do you get up to down in the damp below? Was the quote. And it's almost like a whisper, and it's distant. Like almost as like it's coming through a dimension, not of this earth.
Yeah, this whole house is filled with crappy stuff, and I'm beginning to regret not just burning it down like somebody suggested.
Right.
Steve Ratatouille. No, I think we might want to go down the basement now from everything I've seen and heard.
I'm sure we do, but let's flip the picture.
Picture,
Well, yeah, no, and let's get out and heal before we come back for the basement.
picture flips. Picture flips, and we see the vision, or the, let's see here. The picture itself is of the beautiful Varisian woman whose scarf tried to kill Rampa. It is untouched. It is in spectacular condition. Rampa feels somewhat akin to Aldern again. And based on initiatives, we have, let's see here, we've got Sasha, flipped the picture. Rampa, first to act.
Holy water.
Holy water. Six. Got
Pretty
it.
good.
Still decent damage. Ratatouille. Holy water +1. Or something else. 7 points. 13 total. Jesus. Alexis.
Well, I guess I'll finish it off with holy water. Yeah,
4.
might be enough.
Still manifesting.
Apply.
Alandril.
Roll high.
Rampa, at this moment, you can feel rage burning in your. You can feel the overwhelming urge right now to kill your wife, which is Alexis. Alandril.
Roll high.
And then it dissipates. But for an instant, you were Aldern Foxglove, strangling the life out of your wife, Iesha, who is Alexis.
I'm quite sure that Foxglove murdered his wife by strangling her. I won't necessarily tell you how I know that, but I do know that.
And then you get a flash as the haunt dissipates of you tearing through this room like a madman, destroying everything. With a knife, you're digging through the furniture, you're smashing everything, but you can't bring yourself to destroy the picture. All you can do is turn it around, and then the haunt is over.
Okay, we'll search the room before we leave it.
And you give it a quick once over, and you don't find anything worthwhile.
Yeah, I think we got to go down below, so we might as well go back and. Do we know much about haunts? This is our first experience with haunts.
Yeah, this
right?
this is Pathfinder's first experience with haunts.
We do have an upstairs to go through, third floor, if we want to do that before going to the basement.
Before we do that, I'm just going to show you how many experience points you guys have racked up from all this.
0.
It's a decent. It's a decent
Oh
lot.
wow!
Yeah.
We want more haunts.
Now that we more in a big vat of holy water, a big tub.
Does that mean level 6?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think the XP needed is
Yeah,
not
hey,
accurate.
Yeah, I think it is 15,000. Is it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 15,000. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's 6,800 to the party, not each.
Yeah. So 971 each. Sasha got 3 extra for some reason. Must be alphabetical order. All right. He'll share that with the party
that's
later.
almost dying.
It was the mage hand got it.
It was the brilliant move of the mage hand. So you don't find anything else in the room. Let's see here. Once that effect ended, Rampa, you felt a little bit dizzy, but nothing overwhelming, and you quickly gathered yourself. Happy
I
that
felt
you
dizzy ever since I've come in this building. Okay, well, my suggestion is, yeah, we can check out the top floor, and then I think we should get out and camp overnight before we come back, because that will only leave the bottom floor. If the haunts reset in an hour or in a day or whatever, we can come and go straight to the downstairs. We don't have to worry about wasting anything ahead of time.
Sounds good to me. And we can go through the side door. We can avoid the manticore instead of walking right by him.
Well, so where's the stairs to the upstairs?
Right here.
Right here.
follow Alexis. Okay, so what I will do is I will drag Alex. I'll just drag you over to the.
The other map.
Alexis, Rampa. Who's next? Alandril?
Yep.
All right. Why am I dragging the map, not Alandril? There we
There's
go.
dragons on our map?
There is. All right. So Alexis is the first one to go up. She comes up to a hallway. Let's clear the way a little bit. But first you see doors and stuff like that. To the left, or to your right, actually, is a door. And you don't detect any evil in there. But there is... where was it? There is a disgustingly evil presence somewhere on this floor. And let me move everybody else up while you guys move in. I won't penalize you just for clearing the way, just so I can get you on the map.
Cool.
Yep. We would definitely want to open this door.
I'll listen to that door as I'm walking by it then.
Sure thing. Who am I missing?
Over that way you pull
Ratatouille.
everybody else.
Let's get Ratatouille in there too.
Not wasted.
Oric and Mims stay in the hallway, just guarding, just in case something tries to come up after you. All right, let's see here. Let's disable that.
Where's the door?
Are you guys able to see okay? Yeah, I think so.
I can just see I can see a C shape. Looks like it's all stairs. I can't see
it's
beyond
just
the stairs.
yeah. It's okay. So that's what I have to do is I have to turn up. I have to open up the stairs. So just give me 1 second.
It may just be because.
Yeah, they put up. Yeah, they do that.
Okay.
They put an effect on the stairs so you can't see through to the next part. Okay, so the first room that you listened at, there you didn't see anything or you didn't hear anything. Do you want to quickly flip the door, or you want to just go on? Okay. So you flip the door, and it's a large number of wooden planks, rope, and other repair supplies are stored here. The ceiling above sags noticeably in several areas. Patches of the sky above are visible. And it looks like it was partially repaired recently, but it doesn't look like the job got done. There's a couple windows. Yeah. Looks like it was attempted to be done, but it just got left. Probably for, you can imagine having to work in a place like this?
Well, if it's the guy that was in charge of the place, we know what happened to him. He turned into a ghoul.
It would seem to be
Or
that way.
gassed.
You detect magic into there, and you don't find anything. Just other than like tools and planks and rope and stuff like that. You don't really, nothing of interest.
This room to the north where Alexis is standing?
To the north. And let's assume that you're detecting evil all the way.
At this point, yes.
Yeah. So that's a storeroom stacked with old furniture, sheets, linens, boxes, crates, other bits of furnishings. Nothing of value can be found here. Same thing down below.
I did an engineering to see if the integrity above, which is open to the sky, is affecting the floor at all as well.
No, the floor is fine. Still fine.
Okay. So
it would hold up if you went in, and you can tell that there's boot prints and stuff like that. People were going in and out of this room at some point in the last couple months. You can see like bits of mud and stuff like that, muddy boot prints, and like workers were working here at some point, but you can imagine they gave up.
Yep.
This next room to the north?
Same thing. Those next two rooms, north and south, storerooms, furnitures, stuff that didn't get used in the repairs. The door to the... Let me tell you where the evil is first, because you can sense it. You can feel it.
Creepo vibe.
You can feel it. And now it's not just one source of evil. Now it is 3 sources of evil. One tangible to the north. A couple intangible. One to the north, one directly to the east.
Yeah, I feel like the intangible ones are haunts again. Does that
tracks.
line up?
That tracks.
Yeah. Well, there's a tangible evil down the hall. Do we want to engage that first? Or do we want to do these we think are haunts first?
Tangible first, I think, because the intangibles, if they're haunts, they're not going to leave where they are.
Yeah.
But if we trigger a haunt and the other one can move, we'll be being hit on 2 sides.
All right. I want to follow the feeling I get to the tangible evil.
Yep.
And I
Go
think
for the tangerine.
since we know that is there, I will go with shield in hand and sword drawn.
Are we missing sushi?
Sushi was left on the last floor.
There we go. Let's see. I've got to shift and bring sushi over. There we go. And then
So no more holy water? Is that right? We're out?
I'm out of holy water.
Yep, same here.
Okay.
Well, I don't. This may be something more tangible, like a ghoul or something. He said it was tangible as opposed to intangible. I've got
Yes,
potion
but
of cure light I can use on the intangible.
Yeah, this is me guessing, not with insight, but
Yep.
and Rick can correct me, but I get the feeling that this is more evil than a ghoul. Is that true?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. I think that whatever we're about to face,
It's probably triple.
it's a leveled up ghoul or worse.
Yeah, like you could, when you get like things like undead dragons, clerics of evil deities, things that are particularly foul, evil outsiders, demons, devils.
Yeah.
You get a better sense of exactly, and this feels about triple what a ghoul would. So it's moderately powered. It's not going to blow your brains out, like you're not stunned from the feeling of it, but it's significant. Perhaps the most evil thing that you've sensed so far. Maybe other than the bar guest.
Right, I remember that.
I'd like to be a bar guest.
I would too. It's been a while.
All right, well, fire open. Let's go find out how bad we're in trouble.
So that was
I marked fighting defensively on purpose. So.
okay. So that was up the hall and to the
left.
to the right.
You want to lead? That's fine.
You want to get up there, Rampa?
Yeah, which one? The first one or the all the way up?
Yeah, way up. The first one didn't sense anything.
Okay.
So right or left?
Right.
Right. You're right.
Everybody
Right.
ready for what we're about to face.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I'll pull up both my kukris.
Bam.
Yeah, or Oracle even get up here. Oh, you need me now?
Is it, hang on a second. Did you say there's a door on the left there too?
There's a door on the left, door on the right, door
The-
to the,
the
in the
window.
center.
Okay, so
Let me open
If-
the windows.
okay, if you don't think there's anything to the left, let's open the door and I
He
can
thinks
back
there's
into
something
there.
to the left.
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
Oh, it is to the left. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
but to the right.
The intangible to the left. The
Oh, intangible to the right.
intangible first door. Tangible second door to the right.
So we went
All
the
right.
tangible.
That's
Yep,
the one we're opening. Right, the right-hand door where Alexis is standing, and I'm going to open
Okay.
it now.
All right.
What do I see?
Let's see. You open the door.
It's a lich. Ah.
I hope not.
So you
open the
go
door,
to
I'm gonna come
open
and take
it.
your spot.
It should be locked. Okay. So you go to open it, but it does not
Yeah,
open.
so when he opens it, when Alexis opens it, I'm going to come and take his spot.
Okay. So
First
Alexis,
spot, rather.
so Alexis goes to open it and it doesn't open.
Yeah, so we need Alandril. I
Okay.
think this is your area of expertise, so
It is
I got this.
definitely without a doubt locked.
Okay.
Okay.
And disable device. Ooh, not great.
Doesn't quite get it. It's very doable though. You've cracked tougher locks than this. It might take a couple rounds though.
There we
Oh,
go.
okay. So on the second round. Okay. This room is cold and damp. An old armoire stands near the east wall. The ceiling slopes down to only 4 feet high to the northeast, leaving little room for a small window. A full-size mirror in a dark wooden frame of coiling roses leans against these bricks, angled towards a tiny window. Yeah.
So did you open it? You opened it, I guess.
Yes,
Yep.
it did. All right.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Go on.
So you open the door. You sense it right away, and you can see it staring into the mirror.
Okay.
Iesha Foxglove. Risen. You can see the strangle marks around her neck. See if there's a picture here.
Is the mirror in the bottom right-hand corner?
It
that the
is.
mirror?
That is the mirror.
Okay. Thank you.
Let's see here. There is an image forthcoming.
Oh.
She's standing, staring at the mirror, clutching her own throat. And she seems
Is
like
she
she's
walking or floating?
walking.
Okay.
She's standing on the ground. She looks physical.
Yep.
She looks like she was once a very beautiful woman. Now she's got this kind of unearthly pallor to her. She's definitely dead. She's definitely undead. What she is, you don't know. And
She's mussed up her lipstick, so.
She has. She's right there. What do you do?
We wait for a paladin.
We
Yeah. We'll do some-
recognize her as Iesha, right?
Yeah,
I'll say we know he did it, and I'll leave for the paladin to come in.
Come in. Is she looking at us or is she ignoring us?
she's staring into the mirror, and then when you guys come in and Alandril says, "We know he did it," she kind of turns and looks at him, and she starts to move. Actions.
You want initiatives, right?
Yes, please.
Can we identify, like, I know we said that she is an undead, but
Yeah.
she's not a zombie.
The three people in the room can give me a knowledge religion check.
Okay.
Do it for Alexis.
I can't. I can do knowledge planes, but I can't do religion.
Don't believe in it.
Yep. I'm still down to single digits even for this initiative for my roll.
That's
I rolled a 1. There you go.
Well, that's about the fourth or fifth one our side has rolled.
All right, yeah, even Mims is rolling ones. So, the knowledge religion, Alexis. This is a revenant.
Okay. What do I know about revenants?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't even know what I know about revenants. Let me have a look here.
That's not good.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here.
I have some suspicions, but I want to get it.
Yeah, so you know it's a corporeal undead, 100%. You know just from your detect evil that it is probably as powerful as the bar guest. You get the same kind of evil power vibe.
Communicate.
It probably looks like I'll give you the description. The shambling corpse is twisted and mutilated. Fingers of sharpened bone reach out with malevolent intent. And you get, I'm going to give you, what's the DC for this? Going to be that you get to know 2 things about it. Beyond, you'd imagine it's definitely an intelligent undead. So if it's capable of language, then it can communicate. That's a free one.
Okay.
So you get 2 things.
Is it bound to something like a lich is bound to a phylactery? Meaning, if we destroy it, will it reappear like a lich would do that?
Let me find out. Yes.
So fighting it, unless we know its source, it really wouldn't do any good. Even if we win, it would just come back.
The source, you can probably guess the source.
The mirror, maybe? I guess the second piece of information is, because we know, like, undead have certain weaknesses regardless of what kind of undead they are, so we can assume that's the case with this creature.
Yes. You want to know what its weakness is?
No,
I was about to tell you.
well,
So this is the second thing that you want to know.
I think I'm asking the same question.
It's going to probably keep rising from the dead, no matter how much you dismember it and kill it and stuff like that, until its purpose is fulfilled.
Right, and we suspect its purpose is to track down Aldern Foxglove, because we suspect Aldern's the one that killed her, right?
That's what you
Based
suspect,
on the
yes.
haunts. Yeah. So we're on the same page. We want to do that as well. So I guess I'll reach out.
But you still have one other thing that you can know.
Okay, I thought that was it.
No, that was the... You ask if it was bound to something, and that it all kind of comes back to that.
Yeah, and so since she's still in existence, we can conclude Aldern Foxglove's still in existence somewhere. Because if that was the bane of her existence, if he died, for instance, then she wouldn't be here. So we can assume he's out there.
Correct.
Yeah. Was that a stretch?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's all like in the first thing that you wanted to know.
Yeah.
Is there like something statistical or something like that you wanted to know, or?
As a revenant, does it get different resistances than, say, a regular undead? Is it souped up damage reduction, or is it immune to fire or something like that?
It's got DR5 slashing, and it's immune to cold and mind affecting stuff. It also has some spell resistance.
All right. Well, is it my turn? Or no?
Let's see
It
here.
was just because I rolled the knowledge check while you're interacting. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know where we sit on initiative.
Let's sit. Let's get everybody's rolled. Ratatouille. Back in the hall. Gnawing on some cheese. You don't really know what's going on other than Alandril. You heard Alandril say, "We know he killed you." Probably not in that.
Let me do something.
Rampa. I don't know if you're on mute or not.
Totally on mute.
Tripper, add 2 to that. That's a 23.
That's a trip. Okay, let's have a look. See if that's enough. You're trying to beat her combat maneuver
CMD.
defense. Yes. CMD is 26. It is a
26.
fail. God damn.
Wow.
God damn.
Well, I wouldn't hit her anyway. Well, unless her
Cryptic
armor class is a
ghost?
lot less.
No, she is very tangible.
Oh,
Well, I only rolled a 9. Again, single digits. Okay.
So you reach out with the Naginata and you hook her leg, and then she stares at you, glares at you. Alexis.
I'm going to 5-foot step here.
Yeah.
But I'm going to attempt to communicate with her. Now, Sarah and Ray's teachings are to vanquish undead. We hate them.
Yes.
However, I believe, I think her purpose will do 2 things. She can help us find and kill Foxglove. It will destroy her and help us destroy him. So I'm going to say, we would like your help to seek vengeance upon the person who put you in this position. And we know who that is. Will you help us? So is that diplomacy, or is that, what do we do?
Yeah, that's
Now,
definitely.
I'm doing this. No, my shield and sword are still in the combat position, but I'm not actively attacking her. I'm trying to hope that there's some degree of intellect still there and we can communicate
Okay.
this way. So we'll see what she says. If she responds with a slap, then we know where this is going.
Okay, so you make a diplomacy check.
Yeah, that's my goal. Yay. Again,
Okay.
single digit rolls.
Did you move at all during this turn?
5-foot stepped in the corner.
Okay, so that could be part. So you can also, I'll say you can also have an attack as well if you want to. If she decides to get violent this round, you can reaction, take an attack as you're trying to determine
Okay.
her motives,
Yeah.
what she's going to do, because you haven't given up all your actions yet.
Right.
Just saying that I don't think would warrant an actual standard action. So I think you're good.
Okay.
All right. So I'll just
She
move
does on
along.
her turn.
Darcel, would you like to do this round? You can hear them. They're talking to someone. Something hasn't responded. Alandril and Alexis seem to be trying to bargain with it somehow.
Yep, I'm gonna try to aid my friend there, who's talking nicely to her.
Okay. Darcel.
So- Do you want to roll for that diplomacy or no? For aid?
Nope, not right yet.
Okay.
Darcel might be on mute. No. All right. The Revenant. So everybody in a 60-foot spread. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20,
The world.
25, 30, yeah. It's basically, I think Ratatouille's okay. Everybody else is going to hear this. And it's a spread, too, so it can go through, as long as there's like an opening, like a door open or something like that, it affects. So everybody needs to make a DC 18 will save. And this is a fear effect, so everybody within 10 feet of Alexis gets +4, I believe.
Okay, everybody, myself too.
Yes. You did have an action before this started. I don't know. We're still kind of...
Yes.
Oh,
That hit.
Amazing.
Everybody's
I rolled,
coming.
but I'm immune
I'm
to
out.
fear.
Yeah.
Yep.
That hit me
the
or no?
rolls keep coming.
Oh my
I rolled a
god!
4.
Yeah, and it's everybody, even
Oh, sorry,
like
rolled a 3.
Sushi and
All right.
Auric and
We're going
Mims.
to die.
This 2 is will. Okay. Oh, yay. And will.
So, like I say, everybody within 10 feet of Alexis, so it'll be Alandril and Rampa would get +4.
Yeah.
When you only roll a 3, it doesn't matter.
True that. True that.
Oh, she made a sound, like a
She
wailing.
made a baleful shriek.
Okay.
Every so many rounds, all creatures within a 60-foot spread must make a DC will save or cower in fear for 1d4 rounds. So she screams, and this is the most blood-curdling sound you've ever heard. Kind of just goes right down your spine, and your knees go weak. And everybody who failed the will save is just, they're kind of frozen in place. And we'll roll how many rounds that is. Darcel, did you want to do anything on your turn?
I think if anything, I would have moved up.
Okay.
Well,
We can say that you delayed until after the shriek. You made your save, or you can move up and do something before the shriek. You think you can kill her before that happens? You're welcome to try. But it did sound like Alandril and Alexis were trying to negotiate with this thing.
It sounds like they didn't work.
Yeah. I honestly just say I tried, and then we can.
yeah, if I have anything offensive to, no. So I'm just standing there gawking at this thing and listening to the shriek.
Okay. All right. So, Revenant shrieks. Auric,
Do I
cower.
get the attack roll since that was clearly not responding to my.
Yeah, and as she shrieks, she starts to move, and she says, "I'm gonna kill you, Aldern."
Well, that's what we want her to do.
Yeah. So she moves. Tries to move through Rampa's space. He's cowering. You can take an attack of opportunity if you want, Alexis. You have your faculties.
If I'm frightened, if I'm cowering, I don't think I can.
No, I'm Alexis.
No.
Oh, Alexis. Oh, yeah. I can't.
hearing what she says, oh man, I hate to blow an opportunity to attack, but I'm gonna do nothing. I'm gonna let her go.
Okay.
I have suspicion, and you guys might make fun of me afterwards, but we'll see. See if I'm right.
She gets to Rampa, and Rampa can't do anything. Rampa's just jelly right now. Darcel is not jelly. She is in Darcel's face. She has to get past Darcel. What does
she chooses does not attack Rampa, correct?
She doesn't attack Rampa.
Okay.
She just kind of pushes him out of the way. Kind of just pushes past him, but not a violent, shove her. Just to get through that space, which she's trying to do with Darcel. But Darcel's not frozen with fear. Darcel's got his shit together. What does Darcel do?
So she just moved in my face, eh? Okay.
She looks. She's looking past you, almost as if you're not there.
Oh, so if I were to do nothing, she'd just pass. But what did she say before that?
I'm going to kill you, Aldern.
Oh, okay. So right. So she's still living in the past, right? Okay.
You can give me a religion check if you want. I think now that you can actually see the undead, you can. I'll do a religion check and I'll tell you what you know about revenants.
Okay.
Not a whole bunch.
Yeah.
You've heard the word, and you've heard it was a sort of decent Leonardo DiCaprio movie. All right. What do you impede her movement, or do you?
One hand, I'm tempted to take a whack at her, but on the other hand, we'll let her pass. But who's behind me? Sasha and
Sushi, and you know that Auric, Mims, and Ratatouille are down the hall.
Yeah. Oh, what the hell! It's getting late in the evening anyway, so I'll take a whack at her.
Take a whack at her. All right, that is a hit. The Revenant has been struck. Darcel,
Woohoo!
with his hand axe, slashing weapon does full damage. 3 points. All right.
Roll a 1, of course.
All right, so now I'm going to put fear on everybody who failed. Then we're going to roll how long. So Ratatouille's good. Let's see here. It's cowering is the effect. So Alandril, roll me a d4, please, and thank you.
For sure. There you go, max.
That's what you want to see. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, Rampa. Shoot me a D4.
That's what you want to see.
Shoot me a D4, my friend.
Boom.
Boom. 2. All right. One of those has ticked off.
Yep.
Actually, yes, one will have ticked off on each one. Alexis is good. Darcel is good. Auric. Somebody roll a D4 for me for Auric. Anybody. I'll take the first one that hits the board. There we go. Here's a Rampa shooting a 4. All right.
Oh, you suck.
And the hits keep on coming.
Sasha, I believe, was affected by the magic.
I got knocked out. Oh.
I think Sasha failed to save. Yeah. Sasha got a 13. What about Sushi?
Sorry,
Sushi
I
got a
knocked
6.
out. I'm having interruptions on my connection.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get back in.
That's okay. We've got you. You guys are cowering. Sasha and the Sush are.
I'm almost back in. If you need any rolls, go ahead.
Okay, so Sasha.
Don't let me roll for you.
Yep, don't let me roll for you either. So Sasha, 4 rounds of cowering. There's a lot of cowering going on. Okay, Mims passed, and Ratatouille and Gordon Gecko were outside of the effect. So there's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Yeah, Mims was at the very tail end of the effect. All right. So, Revenant.
Civilization failed. License key conflict. Oh
Uh-oh.
my goodness.
Everybody dropped out.
Yeah, it crashed on me.
It crashed on everyone.
Yeah, crashing everybody.
Okay, so what we'll do at this dramatic moment, I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna film the attack on Darcel, and then we're gonna put a pin in it right here. So Darcel gets one claw attack at plus 14. It is a 20. It is a 24 as a critical hit.
Oh, come on.
It's
Did you hit it?
I am recording. So
It did let me back in.
it is 19 points of damage to Darcel. 19 as she latches on tries to latch onto his throat. So let me see. Let me check the grab attempt. It is plus 13 to a grapple check on a d20. So 16. I think Darcel somehow evades. Let me check your CMD. Is 14. I don't know if that's right or not. I'll check it though. I'll check it over the week. This undead creature could have Darcel by the throat in a death grip, and we'll see you next week, folks. Just because, we'll let Fantasy Grounds get all caught up on what it needs to do or anything. Clearly, it's experiencing some difficulty, and I don't want to have to restart and re-edit everything and stuff like that. So we'll put a pin in it here. It's a dramatic place to end, and we'll pick it up. Is everybody good for next week, you think? Because it's kind of in the middle of Christmas and New Year's. I'm good for it, but I don't know if anybody's vacationing or visiting family or anything like that.
No, I'm good.
Excellent.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, as long as we get like 4 or 5 guys, we're good. I will see you all next week. And it looks like we're going to miss New Year's too. So, and the other group falls right on New Year's Eve, so we won't be able to do that. But this one here, we should plug right along.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we
Right.
missed Thanksgiving, so, you know.
That's true too.
Spread it around.
Yeah, that's true too.
Sure.
I'm
And
gonna be washing my die in the meantime to make sure they're all clean so they don't keep sticking on the bottom.
Yeah, you guys should ask Santa for some new dice for Christmas.
Okay.
I just wanted to go double digits.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
I had 120 that was in a saving throw, and I think I only had one other roll that was up more than a 9. Just incredible.
You guys were all atrocious all night long. That was beautiful.
I feel like I really ought to be rolling on character.
That's okay. I don't think a full round action coup de grace. It says it right there in the description of the text, and clearly, the haunt action is a surprise round, so you don't get a chance to full round action.
Okay.
So I'm okay.
That's legitimate save, guys.
I'm okay with it. But in the future, deaths are possible. So I wasn't trying to fudge. And what I will do more of is let you guys know when you have hero points, because I've been very lax, and you guys have been excellent, and I haven't been rewarding them because I just haven't been thinking about them. But
I could have used one.
Yeah, definitely.
3 times.
Maybe what we should do is we should start everybody off with 1 hero point, and then at the end of every book, everybody gets a new hero point. So for each chapter of the 6 chapters in the adventure path, everybody gets a hero point for that chapter.
This is 2 now?
This is 2. So we'll say that everybody has a hero point after this, except for Alexis, who just used hers.
Yeah. No,
To great effect.
Yeah. I changed my roll from a 1 to a 2. Hey.
And we did use it to try and save per in the first book too. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
but what we'll say is everybody has one as opposed to just one for the whole group, because that's, if we're using hero points and stuff like that, it's that's too stingy. It's normally I'd be giving them out, but I just haven't thought of it.
Okay.
Oh.
Sounds good to me.
All right, well, everybody have yourself a good Christmas, okay? And
If things were balanced, next week,
Yeah, thanks,
Grandpa
man.
and I are going to be rolling like kings.
exactly.
So,
I hope so.
Nice.
Yeah.
If it ever averages out.
that'd be nice.
It never does, though.
I know.
True.
All right, guys.
All
Talk
right.
to you later.
Have a good Christmas, everybody.
Thanks.
Take care, Lex.
That's all.
Oh, quick question. For
Yes,
you.
sir.